8:49 on Breakfast Television. Time for some entertainment. We're entertained.
Yes. The things that happen on commercial break.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Pokemon's Detective Pikachu is coming out on Friday. Ryan Reynolds. So picture this. Like a little, cute yellow character.
Yeah.
You know, the rosy cheeks.
Yes.
Big eyes. And then Ryan Reynolds' voice on that.
How's this going to work?
It's not quite a Pikachu.
It's not a Pika, but it's great. He is the perfect person for this role.
Okay.
He said he wanted to be a part of this for sure, and his co-stars talk about him being perfect for it as well. Check it out.
Someone there?
Jeez. Here we go.
I know. You can't understand me. But put down the stapler or I will electrocute you.
Why yes to this film?
The story was great. I mean, really, like, if you took away the Pokemon stuff, the story still worked. And I was like, oh, that's great, If you look at, like, movies like Field of Dreams, a lot of people say it's a great baseball movie, but it's not actually a movie about baseball at all. Baseball's in it, that's all. They used baseball to tell a story. So they did that with this, and they used the sort of Pokemon world and the fact that it's a worldwide phenomenon and a cultural phenomenon, and they've sort of infused all of that into this really beautiful story.
Whoa.
In Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Reynolds ups the cute factor big time as the titular character, who wakes up in the middle of nowhere with amnesia and only one clue to his past, a name and address written inside his cap. He makes his way to the address where he meets Tim. Together, the two chase clues through the streets of Rhyme City and soon discover a devious plot that poses a threat to the Pokemon universe. The story is based on a 2016 video game.
With it being so worldwide, as you mentioned, do you feel a little more pressure, a little more of a challenge with it?
No. The movie's made by people who really love and care about Pokemon and that world and want to honor it, so I wasn't that concerned.
What Reynolds did have to concern himself with was the constraints of a PG rating, a big transition from his most recent role, the foul-mouthed Deadpool.
If Deadpool met Detective Pikachu, what would that conversation sound like?
Probably a lot of bleeping, is my guess. And it would probably be Pikachu that's getting bleeped.
There's magic that brought us together, and that magic is called hope.
I actually sat down with Reynolds' co-stars after I spoke with him on the red carpet. They told me he was the only one for this job.
Having someone like him, I don't know how else it would have worked without him. The first time I saw him speak as Pikachu, I was blown away.
We knew we wanted someone who could be really funny and at the same time have a lot of heart. And we narrowed it down, but we did these tests. So we took an old clip of Ryan's and animated Pikachu to it. And this is before prototyping him. And then once we saw that, it was done. It literally had to be him.
That's a twist. That's very twisty.
Very twisty.
Very twisty.
I get it. I see it now.
It's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
there are some twists in there. I'm not going to give anything away, but it was fun. There's a few surprises. It's good for everybody.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, it's Pokemon. I didn't know a ton about the Pokemon world. Like, I knew a little bit, but not a ton going into this. You don't need to know that. So you have the other characters, and it's just a world where the Pokemon and humans live together, and it's cool.
Cute.
It was a lot of fun.
It'll be curious to see what the kids think, because Ash isn't in it and some of those lead characters, but it's Pikachu.
I think, and it has enough of the
Pikachu.
adult humor, like the jokes that we will all get. So if you
That
are
they
taking
won't
your
get.
kids, that they won't get. So it's not bad. I think it's a PG rating, so it's not bad in that sense. But the one thing, Justice Smith, who plays the lead character, he's got a Canadian connection, which is really cool. His mom is from Brampton.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so we got to chat with him as well. We're going to hear more from the stars on Friday when the movie comes out. Some more of our sit-down talk in New York last week.
I love that.
Right.
And when he was saying earlier he listened to a clip of Ryan Reynolds to see if it would make sense, I wonder if it's from like two guys, a girl, and a pizza place, because that's where I loved Ryan Reynolds from it. And he was super quirky there. I've been following you, Ryan. Yes.
Yeah, he said, that's the director. Yeah, that's...
Creepy. I know.
Yeah.
Went from
continue.
quirky to creepy.
On that note.
Yeah, the director was saying, though, he had, they took his kind of his
Yeah.
face and they just made it, and they just listened back, and they're like, this is the guy.
Cool.
There's no other choice for this. So, yeah, it's
Love
great.
it.
It's a lot of fun.
Can't
Comes
wait
out
to
on
hear
Friday.
more.
Yeah.
More on BT after the break.